Hello benevolent viewers and welcome to Animal World, our co-inhabitants. On today's programme we'll visit Namibia in southwest Africa to learn about the inquisitive, playful, warm-hearted Cape fur seals who make their home there. The Republic of Namibia is an ecologically diverse nation with Angola, Zambia, Botswana and South Africa as neighbours. The country's geographical features include a long Atlantic coastline, the spectacular Kalahari Desert, the high plains of the Great Escarpment, and the peaceful Kunene River. Namibia is also home to numerous wildlife species and takes great pride in its biodiversity, being one of the few countries in the world to specifically address conservation and protection of nature in its constitution. With its 26 parks and wildlife reserves, ecotourism has become one of the country's major sources of revenue. 8 mammals are endemic to Namibia, including the black-faced impala and several species of mice, gerbils and bats. 30 endemic species of lizards also reside in the country. Other magnificent native animals include the rare black rhinoceros, the African wild dog, the mountain zebra, the wildebeest, and the majestic African elephant. Over 20 species of antelope live in Namibia as well, with the splendid black and white long-horned gemsbok antelope being proudly featured on the nation's coat of arms. Just off the coast, the cold Benguela Current flows through the Atlantic Ocean, providing fresh water and a plentiful food supply for a wide variety of marine life and an ideal environment for the gentle Cape fur seal. Also known as brown seals, Cape fur seals are warm-hearted, playful and sociable and enjoy swimming and living together in communal groups. The females are devoted mothers who, after a gestation period of 12 months, leave the safety of the ocean to give birth to a single pup on shore. Mothers and babies have a close relationship, with pups suckling for at least 12 months. During this time, the mothers teach their young about communal living, swimming and surviving in the wild. Being friendly and inquisitive about humans, Cape fur seals often accompany scuba divers during their underwater explorations. Many people love these innocent, sweet-natured mammals and want to protect them. For example, Seal Alert South Africa, founded in 1999 by Francois Hugo, investigates injustices done to Cape fur seals, rescues and rehabilitates them, and then helps them return to the wild. Through his work, Mr. Hugo, who has been honoured with the Shining World Compassion Award by Supreme Master Ching Hai, has learned about the profound intelligence that lies behind the seal's warm brown eyes.
They are full of emotions, they respond to you, they answer your calls. Although they are wild seals, they behave as intimately as any animal that you've ever encountered would.
These animals function exactly like us humans. They think for themselves, they think what is right, they think what is wrong for them, and when they see other people around them helping them, they understand, and you have to believe in that.
Mr. Hugo says there is one word that best describes a Cape fur seal.
There's one word, and that's love. I mean, that is the simple and easiest thing. You want to come here early in the morning to be with them, and you don't want to go home, okay? And when you're here, no matter how much there is suffering and pain and dying and death, there's just love all around. They're just incredible animals to be part of, and I'm incredibly fortunate to be able to share my life with them.
But Mr. Hugo also has 2 major concerns about the continued existence of the loving Cape fur seals. The first is that they've been driven from the offshore islands that have been their home for centuries. Instead, the breeding colonies are now on Namibia's beaches, which have left these marine mammals very vulnerable. Mr. Hugo's second concern is that these gentle beings are threatened by the annual Namibian seal hunt. While outlawed in South Africa since 1990, the massacring of seals is still permitted in Namibia. where up to 85,000 pups and 6,000 adult male seals or bulls are authorized to be clubbed to death each year and their skins sold to the fur trade. Fortunately, however, Francois Hugo is making a difference. Ever since he founded Seal Alert, he has dedicated his life to saving the lives of Cape fur seals.
Basically, I've lived amongst wild colonies of seals for the last 10 years. As many people would come home to their family, seals are my family, and I have probably raised 5,000 of them. I live and breathe them, I think about them, I sleep about them. They are as much part of my life as the air that I breathe.
Supreme Master Ching Hai actively supports organizations around the globe that work to safeguard animals. In 2009, she contributed $200,000 to assist Seal Alert South Africa in stopping the Namibian seal hunt. Deeply touched by her support, Mr. Hugo renamed his South Africa-based rescue facilities the Supreme Master Ching Hai's Seal Alert SA Seal Center in her honor. In the past 12 months, Seal Alert has celebrated two exciting events. First, the South African government agreed to allow the seals to return to some of the small islands off the South African coast. Second, the Seal Alert SA Seal Center happily reported the birth of two Cape fur seal pups in captivity, a world's first. The beautiful babies, a girl and a boy, were lovingly named Nelly and Huggy. With love and gratitude, in March 2011, Supreme Master Ching Hai provided an additional $50,000 contribution to Seal Alert South Africa to help further its mission. She also sent Francois Hugo a thank you letter, from which the following is an excerpt.
Dear Mr. Hugo, God bless you, sir, so that you may go forward with your noble mission. I pray to heaven for the protection of the seals and for your continued success on their behalf. May the day when there is no more killing of innocent creatures soon arrive, and Mr. Hugo, your gracious efforts are helping to hasten that day. As the seals say, one day all species, both human and animal, will look upon each other as brothers and sisters. We pray for that day with all our heart and tears with you. Thank you, Francois. Words cannot express my gratitude to you and for your incredible efforts to save the seals that consequently might also save humans and our world. With great honor, love, and blessings, Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Nelly and Huggy, under the tender care of their mothers, began to thrive, living happily for several months at the center. Then on July 27, 2011, Mr. Hugo provided an update to Supreme Master Television, sharing both sorrowful and joyful news about the pair. Here's an excerpt of his message.
Sadly, Nelly died some months back. Not exactly sure what happened. She was out swimming in the ocean and somehow cut her flipper, which involved cutting a main vein where she bled profusely. Nelly made it back to my seal center, but her blood loss was so severe, so she died in my arms a few hours later. Huggy, born to Mumkin, whom I rescued 6 years back as a baby pup, one of the last remaining pups on a seal colony going extinct 250 kilometers up the west coast, is doing great.
Mr. Hugo kindly provided some footage of Huggy and Mumkin to Supreme Master Television as well.
In the safe surroundings of the Supreme Master Ching Hai Seal Alert South Africa Center, Francois Hugo watches Mumkin after giving birth to a new son, Huggy. He feels a strong, special bond with Mumkin. For many months, Mr. Hugo cared for her like a parent, feeding her by hand, playing with her, holding her on his lap while he worked, and even donning his wetsuits to teach her how to swim. Now, 6 years later, he joyfully witnesses the circle of life continue. He watches as Mumkin cares for her beloved son, caressing him and placing her flipper tenderly around him while he suckles at her breast. Snuggling up next to Huggy, the two of them have spent many happy hours together. Huggy is growing quickly, is healthy and strong, and now swims very well. He and Mumkin enjoy spending special daddy times with Francois Hugo.
Then again, in late July 2011, Supreme Master Ching Hai provided an additional gift of $20,000 to Seal Alert South Africa to help with seal rescue efforts and other seal protection activities. Here's an excerpt of a July 24, 2011 letter from Mr. Hugo to Supreme Master Ching Hai regarding the donation.
After 12 years of seal rescue and protection, Seal Alert South Africa is now proud to announce that Supreme Master Ching Hai is the Cape Fur seal's largest patron for their protection and rescue. Finally, as per your wishes, Seal Alert is pleased to announce that it is now working with World Wildlife Fund, or WWF, National Council of SPCAs, European Parliament MEPs, International Fund for Animal Welfare, or IFAW, Foundation Brigitte Bardot, Earth Race Conservation and De Beers in a unified attempt to strengthen the seals case in court if need be. I hope this year, with your invaluable support, that this will be the last year Cape Fur seals in Namibia are cruelly beaten to death commercially and their future protected. For everything that you are and the privilege you have bestowed on Seal Alert to help protect the Cape Fur seals, on their behalf, I deeply thank you, Supreme Master Ching Hai. For the seals, Francois Hugo, Seal Alert, South Africa.
On September the 20th, 2011, a seal conference arranged by a Namibian federal official, Ombudsman John Walters, was held in the capital city of Windhoek in response to a legal opinion obtained by Seal Alert that seal slaughter is against Namibian law. This event is a most welcome sign of a possible closure of the seal industry in the country. In a September 17, 2011 post to his online blog, Mr. Hugo thanked Supreme Master Ching Hai for her financial assistance that made it possible to procure the legal opinion. Supreme Master Ching Hai is gratefully providing Seal Alert South Africa with an extra $30,000 for furthering protective actions for these helpless, innocent, blessing love beamers, and with all love and prayerful best wishes for their peaceful well-being, and relatedly that of our world. Supreme Master Ching Hai often speaks about the deep love nature of the animals, as in an interview with journalist Louise King that was published in the December 16, 2009 edition of the Irish Dog Journal.
You see, the seals and the whales emanate an incredible, great power of divine love, an unconditional love that could be likened to that between a mother and her child. They anchor and distribute this wave of love across our planet. Because of humankind's lack of love and kindness, animals like seals and whales have been born to help fill in this missing void. And it is this love that is sustaining our planet and keeping it from destruction up to now. So we should never ever hunt and kill these noble, gracious helpers of humankind and the planet.
We applaud your tireless, diligent work, Francois Hugo, on behalf of Namibia's seals. May you have much continued success in your noble endeavours to preserve the lives of these precious marine mammals. For more details on Seal Alert South Africa, please visit www.sealalertsa.wordpress.com or contact Francois Hugo at sasealion@wam.co.za 2721 790 8774. Thank you for your company today on Animal World, our co-inhabitants. May all beings on earth forever live in peace and harmony.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.
Since I was 4 years old, I had an ability that I could see that what others could not see.
Greetings, lofty viewers, and welcome to Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. Horse Whisperer, originally an ancient name given to a wild horse communicator, has become a famed profession ever since the popular same-titled US film made its debut in 1998. As animals become closer friends with us, or even members of our family, the role of dog whisperer has become commonly known and respected. The National Geographic Channel has offered an unforgettable real-life TV show featuring renowned dog rehabilitator Mr. Caesar Milan, for example, aptly titled Dog Whisperer. Today, we are happy to introduce Mr. James Lesch, a cool vegan dog shaman. Native of miraculous South Africa, James is a young legend known as Africa's #1 dog whisperer.
The reason why I've been dubbed Africa's the dog whisperer and dubbed #1 is due to my 100% success rate in rehabilitating psychological behavioral problems. My understanding and what I view is that any psychological behavioral problem in a dog can be rehabilitated. Technically, I am a practicing shaman, transforming lives of people by using their dog as a medium.
Why a dog, one might ask?
Well, as I am able to communicate with all animals and all beings, choosing a dog for this kind of modern society is what is most ideal. The relationship joining are between man and dog, let's include women as well. It's the only two species in the entire world that actually migrate together. So that is why this uniqueness and understanding is so key.
A dog rehabilitator needs full understanding of the instinctual and psychological traits of dogs, but a dog whisperer also needs to relay to caregivers what the dog wants them to know.
The dog does not need the human to become balanced. The dog can attain it very easily. But as the human being, we require the dog to help us learn and attain balance. What does the dog's need? True compassion is when you're raising a child, or when you have a child, you have the focus, what can I do to make that child a better role model? So applying that same mindset to raising your dog will give you a well-balanced and happy dog.
And what is the key element for humans to understand dogs?
Dogs communicate to the human race for the human to attain balance. All animals in Mother Nature do that. Animals and dogs teach us to listen to ourselves and not be ignorant or arrogant. Because you cannot lie to a dog, your energy cannot lie. All dogs communicate by energy, and all species. Humans, we become disassociated with our instincts and attunement with Mother Nature. So by looking, observing, feeling, you're able to sense and be guided by what they're saying. In dog psychology, they do not see each other by sex, by breed, or by size. You can have Chihuahua leading a pack of Rottweilers. For them, whoever has the most calm, assertive energy in that spot, they will follow. The breed is only a variable factor. Animals only follow a calm, assertive energy, a calm, assertive leader. And again, I didn't use any commands, no treats, no verbal communication. Just the presentation of calm, assertive energy, which a dog instinctively and any animal recognizes to follow.
Now the question is, how to connect with our canine friends? What makes a dog happy?
For dogs, for their psychological fulfillment, they require exercise and discipline first. Even if you have a big yard, in his mind it's still a giant kennel. He needs to go out for a 40-minute walk with you every single day. Take him with you to restaurants, take him with you shopping, take him cycling, backpacking, hiking, treadmilling, running, you name it. And he'll be a well-balanced and happy dog.
If I didn't see this with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. Yeah.
Exercise in the form of physical challenge is most ideal for your dog. Powerful breeds like Rottweilers require 2 walks a day, a minimum of 40 minutes each. Bulldogs also, they're not a powerful breed, but they're a high energy breed themselves. So investing in a treadmill does not substitute the walk, but it supplements the walk. Putting your dog on a treadmill for 20-30 minutes a day, plus a short walk afterwards, helps meet his psychological challenge. Other things to do is putting a backpack on the dog, so a 30-minute backpack is equal to 1 hour walking.
Simply by walking and playing with their dogs daily, people become kinder, friendlier, more patient, have more happiness, and even more achievements. James calls this human-dog interaction similar to practicing walking meditation.
The beautiful thing with working with dogs, you're in a constant movement of walking meditation. So many humans struggle to do a sitting meditation. But when you're walking with a dog, it really helps you understand to live that moment because they are influencing you through their own resonance. When you're walking with a dog in a calm, submissive state, the dog's auric field that changes your own is exactly the same as walking on the beach. So with all of my clients, they transform. Some examples, commonly I'd see a very frail, timid, anxious housewife, and I'd see her 2 weeks later for a follow-up, and I'd ask her, so how's the dog? And she'd say, no, my dog is fine. You should see him now, my kids now. I don't scream or shout anymore. They listen without me, giving commands. They clean the room without me asking. It's phenomenal. Even I see big CEOs and factory owners. They say that they don't lose their tempers anymore. Staff now approaches them for giving questions. Even clients who call me who literally sell their car just to see me and help them out, who have lost their job. Within 6 months, those clients have got so much work that they're actually turning clients away. So all the thing is that helping them understand what does it mean to be in the moment, what does it mean to be focused and centered. That's what the dog teaches a human. That's what the dog's greatest gift of love is to the human.
Similar to what's happening in his clients, dogs were the agents of change in James Lesch's own life. He shares with us his gratitude for dogs.
Dogs have saved my life. They helped me attain balance. My calling to become, or having my initiation of being a shaman was reach extreme bankruptcy. I lost money beyond what most people could even dream of attaining a lifespan. I was severely sick, I was severely ill, and only once I accepted the calling and migrated and fully absorbed it, then I was able to heal, and then things turned around substantially. Finances were fantastic. I was hiring new staff. I was having more beautiful people in my life. My health was phenomenal. I had an enlightened view of happiness. My parents changing, my sister changing, my friends changing, my clients changing, and dogs changing. And as we understand, what dogs clearly communicate is never work against Mother Nature, because she will bite you.
James also emphasized that turning vegan was a significant factor in his life's transformation.
Originally I started, growing up as a big carnivore. I got the understanding, realization and visionary of seeing the pain and hurt of the animals first. As I became more enlightened about it, more aware, once I went vegan, gosh, I never went back. It's the best thing ever. Being a vegan now, on a superhero vegan diet, I no longer get sick. I don't have injuries. I don't have arthritic pains. I'm thin, I'm trim, I'm muscular.
James Lesch explains why he helps dogs adopt the vegan diet as well through the rehabilitation process.
Everything I learned to apply to myself and my clients, I apply to the dogs. The dogs, when they're growing up on a vegan diet from puppy age, literally grow bigger and stronger than their parents. They don't have arthritic issues. Even dogs that have cancer we treat. A vet would give them a diagnosis of 3 to 6 months. When we put them on a vegan diet and adjust a few things to that diet, they live generally an extra 3 years. This is where the true application of human love or affection towards our dog, by putting them on a vegan diet, they get to live a minimum of 30% longer.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is herself a devoted animal lover with 10 adopted dogs of her own who have inspired her to write the #1 international best-selling book, The Dogs in My Life. During a video conference for the book release of another #1 international bestseller, The Birds in My Life, Supreme Master Ching Hai spoke about the blessings that animals, including dogs, bring to our lives.
每一个动物来你的家，不一定带来一个礼物的，你慢慢静静的看。意思说，不是说他会送一本书给你，而是送一个饼干给你，不是，他慢慢做他的，在那边的，他的那种灵性里面的，会带来给你很多不同的惊喜的那种经验。不过，也许如果你没有办法跟他沟通的话，你不认为是他的。不过，如果你养一只狗，突然间你生活好起来，生意好得不得了的话，啊，要怀疑一点点，也许那只狗带来给你好运。OK， 要慢慢观察。
Dogs bring us phenomenal luck. I'm living proof of that, and my clients are living proof of that. Provided that you, the human, listen to what they are communicating. What I love doing is transforming my clients subtly into becoming vegetarian and then vegan by using the dog as a medium as part of the rehabilitation process. The psychic connection, as you become more cleaner in terms of your diet, as you resonate the spec from the dog in terms of energy communication, you too will develop those abilities. This is ideally what I do with my clients, is I help them become a dog whisperer to their own dog.
We almost forgot to mention that James Lesch is the founder of Hyco Energy, a pioneering large wind farm in South Africa that started up in 2008. But James advises that the most effective solution that everyone can partake in to save the world is to become vegan.
Do the mathematical calculations, by going vegan, just a few, me, myself and staff, and even dogs, just by 10 of them going vegan, offset more carbon emissions and negative effects to the environment than $20 million wind farm. And that was scary, that was phenomenal. And that's why doing the work that I do and being rewarded for it, my mission I find far more effective is transforming dogs and humans through the vegan diet. I show them through leadership.
We are grateful to Mr. James Lesch for being a heroic role model and helper of our canine friends. We wish divine blessings for all your endeavors in heartening the connections between humans and canines as well as all beings. And thank you, precious viewers, for joining us on Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. We would like to conclude today's show with a tip from James to any vegan dog caregiver.
When you are cooking a vegan diet for a dog, raw is better than cooked. What you need to add to the food, and not in necessarily large quantities, is taurine and Alkartini. These two supplements are very easily and readily available and affordable from your local pharmacy. They're important for bone density and muscle growth. By putting in those supplements, I have some dogs that are born with very, very poor eyesight, and as they grow within 2 years, their eyesight drastically improves. Their heart condition drastically improves.
On tomorrow's show, James will show us how to cook a vegan feast for our families of humans and doggies. Now, please stay tuned for Between Master and Disciples, coming up next here on Supreme Master Television. May you be blessed with the warm companionship of an animal friend. For more information about Mr. James Lesch, South Africa's #1 dog whisperer, please visit www.good-dog.co.za.
I'm James Lech, the dog whisperer for Africa. Be veg, go green to save the planet.